Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm out in our R-Pod 153 camper in our driveway, and I wanted to make a short video kind of showing you the way we used our camper to winter camp without having to de-winterize anything or risk freezing any pipes. So for water, we have this 5-gallon jug, and it has an electric pump built into it that you screw onto it, and that works really good for water in the winter time because you don't have to run it through your water lines. And we kept it heated in here so that we didn't have to worry about that freezing. And then we just have this portable sink that we used to collect the water if we were washing hands. And we also use that for like filling our coffee makers or making hot chocolate or whatever else. And at last, we were up for 3 nights, and that lasted us, we probably had about a gallon of water left in it. Another thing we used to help keep the trailer heated without burning up all of our propane is this little electric heater down here. We had that running most of the weekend, and that kept the camper between like 67 to 71 degrees for the most part, unless we opened the door or something. It would cool down pretty fast. I think the coldest it got was Saturday morning, and it was about 6 degrees outside. And that morning when we woke up, it was about 63 or 64 in the camper. So I just bumped the propane furnace up to 67, and it warmed up in about 5 minutes. And then the electric heater maintained it pretty good after that. So that helps a lot in the winter if you do have electric hookups to bring a space heater like that. If not, the propane furnace, like I said, it heats it up pretty fast in here too, just because this is a very small camper. I was kind of concerned about the big front window being right next to the bed, but I slept next to the window and it was not cold. I didn't feel any drafts. I was actually pretty surprised by that. But I usually like to sleep a little cooler anyways, so maybe that's why. Another thing we have is a portable carbon monoxide detector. This has a carbon monoxide detector built in, but I still like this one because it shows you the air temperature and the humidity. So, and it's magnetic, so it's kind of nice. You can just stick it on, whatever. But, yeah, so that's how we did our water and our heat. And then for the bathroom, they had pit toilets at the campground, and then we were out most of the day doing things, and wherever we're at usually has a bathroom. But if for overnight or first thing in the morning, we would have this portable toilet here, and we would just set that up in the tub area or shower and use that for the girls, and then we would take care of the bag before we head out for the day. And we have a vent in here as well that I kept cracked throughout the whole weekend, maybe an inch or two, just to kind of allow fresh air exchange and to keep humidity and moisture from building up too much in here from all 3 of us just being in here breathing all night. We still ended up with like frosty windows in the mornings, but it usually dried out pretty fast, especially with the electric heater running. Yeah, we'll have a full video coming from our camping trip up there, with a lot of views of the falls and the other things we did. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that, and we hope to see you soon.